Okay, our second inductee, his name was mentioned. And did you work for him, Dewey? I see. I see. I see. Okay, I couldn't figure it out. I do now. There's money involved. Okay, our next inductee, he earned his reputation on the golf course and the basketball court. He was a champion at both. He later excelled as a coach in both sports. Jerry Berg indicated early on he was a winner. As an all-star performer in Little League and Pony League baseball, and then he entered Handy High School as a 14-year-old freshman. He made the varsity baseball team. An arm injury ended his baseball days, but being the athlete that he was, he focused on golf and basketball. Jerry led his golf team to the state finals as a senior and won the Tri-County Junior Chamber of Commerce tournament 2 years in a row, statewide. Later, at Bay City Junior College, the forerunner to Delta, he played 2 years as the team's top player. At Bay City JC, Jerry transferred to Aquinas after the 2 years in Grand Rapids, Aquinas College, where he led the college golf team to be its best record at the time. He was also given a scholarship to play basketball at Aquinas, and a knee injury ended his basketball career there. And it's not bad for a guy who wasn't even Catholic. That's pretty good. Later, he transferred to Ferris, and there, as captain of the golf team, he led them to win the NAIA championship. Jerry began his coaching career in Bay City, the old Bay City St. James, then on to the new All Saints, and on to West Catholic, where his teams always had a winning record. Again, winning records at his new Eisenhower High School in Saginaw. And he finished his distinguished athletic career as a coach at Delta College. It's a privilege to introduce to you our next inductee, Jerry Berg. Jerry.
I just told Rod I'm glad he didn't say anything about how many clubs I broke when I was a kid. I also want to thank all the people here at, especially those who have put together this Hall of Fame for Bay County. It's just a tremendous amount of work that you did, and we can see it's really first class and professional. I've got so many people said, what a nice place we're having this at. Do you agree? This is also a story that happened this evening as I was walking in. A former student of mine, and I was a math teacher, and he said he was going to pursue a degree in mathematics as I did, and I asked him if he achieved his goal, and he said, no, Coach, he says, I'm really sorry. He said, I got involved in math, and it just seemed like there was always one problem after another. I have several individuals that influenced me in my career that I'd like to talk about, and I also want to thank Bill Bell for nominating me. I have a brother-in-law who used to play catch with me when I was real little, Jack Eaton over here. Jack? Thanks, Jack. He did hear me. My other brother-in-law, Bob Johnson, who couldn't make it this evening, I remember him and his dad took me out to White Birch to play golf, and that really helped me a lot. Louis Eichhorn for hiring me at Euclid Golf Course so that I had a place to practice. Really appreciate Louis for doing that. I worked there for a number of years. I want to change the way I'm doing this a little bit, but I've got some coaches that I really appreciate, a couple that I appreciate a lot, and some of you won't know what I'm doing here, but I'm thinking of coming out with my first CD, and it's going to be a rap kind of deal. And I don't know, let's see if you get this guy. I know we have some people from Handy. If you've ever met this guy, you'll know who it is right away. By the way, my name's going to be Vanilla Iceberg. I thought that might be appropriate. But let's see if you can get it. How's that look? Okay. So you're the big whipper, think you're so cool, berating kids when they're swimming in the pool. The class seems long, but it's only an hour before taking them in and showing them how to shower. So I'm up here to thank my father and my mother, to praise my sisters and mention my brother. But you're up there with all the best, and you're okay by me. You taught me how to play enthusiastically. So we're taking a break, and I will pause to see if I can hear your applause. Okay. Do you know who that was? Clarence Whip. Okay. He can do it. Lynn Conway is next. I have a new LCD. Stands for Lynn Conway Disco. Just kidding. Lynn Conway gave me a call before school was starting at BC Junior College in 1959. He wanted me to come to junior college and play for him, play basketball and golf. At the time I was contemplating perhaps hopefully getting into professional golf, and I was going to go out to California, where my sister was. I opted to go with Conway because he was so persuasive. I mean, he got me a job washing towels in the gymnasium for the gym classes, and I didn't have to pay any other costs as far as college except for $5, which I went and asked my mother if I could borrow so I could pay the admission fee at Basic Junior College. So, Coach also walked me around, at the end of each semester. I was having a little bit of trouble staying eligible. I really studied hard, but most of my time was spent hitting golf balls and shooting baskets. And so he took me around and really encouraged teachers to pass me along, and he would provide them with free tickets, whatever he had to do. So that really helped. Keeping me eligible was kind of a tough task at this time. But Lynn Conway made just a tremendous difference in helping make my life go in the direction that it did. And I'm very happy he got it started for me. I really appreciate Coach Conway. Jim Canary was a teammate of mine. Jim Canary was a teammate of mine at Basic Junior College. We played golf and basketball together, and he really led me to Aquinas College to play basketball and golf there. I'd also like to thank Bob Skinner, a close friend of mine, my best ball partners that I had in golf, which included Jim Canary, Jerry Rivera, Rudy Ron and Jerry Snabel, Guy Jeffrey, Carl Herber, Frank Poplinski, Cocky Gentle, Bud Gubeski, Richard Ray, Bernie Schubert. You might ask, why did I have so many partners? It's because no one would play with me 2 years or 2 tournaments in a row. I was hard to please. Also, in my coaching career, I'd like to thank Jack Kellerman, who helped me at West Catholic, my assistant coaches that were at Eisenhower, Louis Dulac, Jack Campbell, and Terry Boswell, who was with us this evening. And when I stopped coaching at Eisenhower, Terry took our team and coached it for over 20 years and had a great career himself. Terry? Two, I'd like to thank my wife, Gail. Between us, we have 7 children. Brooks, Ryan, Jason, Scott, Steve, Justin, who's here with us this evening, and a daughter, Stacy. Plus we have grandkids, Hayden and Taylor, Samantha, Katie and Amanda, and Alexander, believe it or not, Jerry Berg. All my former players, would you please stand? Paul, thank you. Paul's here, and Bob LaRock. Geez, I coached more than that. They were really excited about me making this. Yes. Actually, I always told my players on Sundays you're going to practice. So I don't care what else happens, you're practicing on Sundays, so that's probably where they still are. I learned some things by playing athletics. I learned a lot more than this, but I'd like to share these with you. Do not cheat. It hurts others. Help others. It also helps you. If you believe in God, it'll help you and others. And no one has ever learned anything by talking. Thank you. Oh, go Tigers.